this video, we're gonna be talking about how to really come up with your business name. And let me just kind of start by saying that coming up with a business name is not something you want to obsess over for days or for weeks. So having a really cool name isn't gonna flood your business with lots of different clients. So we just want to keep it really simple. Some tips that I have for coming up with a business name is certainly thinking big. Don't just think of just right now. It might be yourself, and a lot of consultants would start by just calling it their first and last name. But I really urge you not to do that. You don't know where you want to take this thing or where is it gonna end up. So you want to be thinking about a name that perhaps could be bigger than yourself, okay? So keeping it kind of a vague and broad in terms of not putting the service that you're operating in right now, or not putting your name in there, and just keeping it something that you could, change and iterate over time in terms of the service that you're currently offering. So think about your business is not the service that you offer, but it is the end result that you provide to your customers. And that's something that generally changes. The way that you deliver your service changes. The types of services that you change over time. And if you pigeonhole yourself into now kind of slapping a name onto your business that kind of represents that service that you're providing, or even just yourself, then it's gonna limit you in the future. You're gonna have to look at a rebrand. So once you've kind of start to put your thinking cap on and you're thinking about names, the first place that I generally like to start is by using a website that tells you what domain name is available. Because really, in the day and age that we live in right now, your business name is determined pretty much by if that domain name is available. So it's not just also your domain name, but it's social media handle. A site that I really like using to do this is called Name Checker. And what it allows you to do is to put in the business name that you're thinking of, and it will tell you if the domain or the URL is available. And it will also tell you if all the social media handles are available. So you might be sitting there just thinking about the best business name, and then you type it in and the URL isn't available, or none of the social media handles are available. And in that case, you probably want to rethink that business name. However, it's very unlikely that you're gonna come up with the name that has the domain name and all the social media handles available. So the thing that you really want to lead with, the thing that I believe is the most important, is definitely the URL. Social media handles, they're nice to have, but it's not a must have. So really start to just think about what is that URL, something that's not too long. You want it short and punchy. That's very easy. And with social media handles, whatever it might be, it may not be the exact business name that is available. So you might want to put a word at the end of them and kind of have continuity around all the different social media profiles, and kind of try to keep it the same as much as possible throughout that process. But this is a great website. It saves you a lot of time. And I really want to come back to it when you're thinking about a business name. I see it all too often. People are just sitting around and talking about this stuff and thinking about it for like weeks and months. And I just want to be crystal clear that having an amazing name is not gonna make a huge impact on your business. It's not gonna make clients fall from the sky and flood your business. Ultimately, it comes down to the value that you provide, and that's really what we're going to be diving into throughout this course, is how can we provide the most amount of value to your marketplace that is possible? And really diving into how do you go out there and start getting paying clients and really charging for your services and building your business. So let's fire up this bad boy being name checker and just kind of give it a little bit of a test run and see essentially how this website works. So for instance, we'll type in my business name and being UHM Digital. Now it's bringing up and showing that nothing is available other than Foursquare listing. And that's obviously because UHM Digital is a widely known thing. It's obviously my business, so I've gone out here and registered a lot of those things. So that's like if you're looking at that as a business name, that's gonna be a challenge because none of the social media handles are available. The website isn't available, so I would definitely not suggest naming your business UHM Digital. I've already taken it. But basically, let's take a look at another one. And say for instance, we're on Chappelle Street. So we type in Chappelle Street Consulting, for instance, which is a little bit longer, and I imagine we pretty much have the Twitters taken, but the domain names are available. Facebook's available, and you can kind of see how this platform works. So have a little bit of a play around with it. I would suggest, first of all, kind of coming up with a list of names that you like. And then once you've done that, come along to this website, throw a few names in there, see what's available, see what's not, and then you can basically make your decision based on that. And at this stage, I think it's really important I further reiterate that while you can think about this and obsess over and over for so long and just waste a lot of time trying to coming up with a really cute name or memorable or catchy, is a .com or is it a .co or a .tt that you're gonna use, and all those different things. Do not get distracted and get caught up in these things, because ultimately really what's gonna be focusing on is spending our time and energy on how do we get clients. So that pretty much wraps up this video, and what we're gonna be diving into now is exactly that. How to go out there and get clients for your consulting business. Now, what I really want you to do is to go ahead and open up your workbook and brainstorm 3 to 5 names, run them through this website, Name Checker, see what's available, and even share them in the Facebook group and get feedback from other consultants that are taking this course from all around the world. And then once you've done that, pick a name, register your domain name, and we'll be moving forward and talking about how we're going to be landing clients. And we'll be moving forward and talking about how we're going to be landing new clients.